I am recording. Ba, ba, ba.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 698th episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, Steve. With me is Austin.
Hey, I did not plan this far ahead, so I have nothing interesting to say. But we have somebody cool that might. You know?
That's true. That's accurate. We have Chris here.
All right, it passed me the buck, but I didn't have anything else interesting to say other than I'm here, which is, I guess, interesting enough.
That is very interesting, though. You know, we're switching it all around today.
Yeah. Oh, today is Lugia Dynamax Battle Weekend in Pokemon Go, which is like basically a personal holiday. So that's big. I'll say that. There you go. Yeah.
That's big. We spent at least 10 minutes before the show talking about snow removal, so we should have recorded it. That would have been good bonus content.
The Midwest lads, just gotta...
We can bring it back for a bonus.
Yeah.
Bobby's not here this week, but he should be back next week. Chris is here, so that means we're definitely talking about Pokemon Go. Although we should bring Chris on for it and literally don't bring up Pokemon Go at all.
It's happened before. I mean, I just ask questions, and we're all good.
We have a show for you guys today. We have a little bit of Pokemon Sleep. There's some stuff with Pokemon Works. If you forgot what that was, we'll remind you. Niantic has officially announced Kalos Tour. Nintendo bought the company that made Pokemon Snap, technically, or the team that made Pokemon Snap. We'll get to that. And then we got some sales numbers for ZA. And if you stick around for the bonus segment, we're going to talk about how somebody's terrifying Pokemon and trafficking Pokemon and probably terrifying Pokemon. Both.
Oh, no.
Let's just get them both out there.
They're doing both. Specifically in Pokemon Go, which you might not care about, but it can affect Pokemon Home, and that's kind of how people discovered it to begin with. That's your bonus segment.
Stick around.
We'll figure it out. We'll probably make it free this week, too.
Wait, the last time I was on it was free. I have a question. Am I just not worth premium content? Is that
okay, we're changing it back to paid.
No.
That's it. Chris wants everybody to pay.
I didn't say that.
Your Cyber Monday deal is the bonus segment is free.
Not anymore.
Sorry, y'all.
Let's talk about Spirtomb. By the time this podcast goes up, ideally we should know what Spirtomb is, but in Pokemon Sleep, there's going to be a week-long event called Cookin' Week Part 2. Sorry to everyone who missed Part 1. During this event, some Pokemon with ingredients are more likely to appear, and your cooking pot will be 100% larger and 300% larger on Sunday. So put away your Magnezones. And probably you don't need a good camp ticket, but the good camp ticket does other stuff. But I don't know. That's weird. December 1st from 4 a.m. to December 8th to 4 a.m. All areas, your cooking pot will be 2 times larger. Pokemon will get 5 additional energy from dishes. Main skill ingredient Magnet S and ingredient draw will be 1.5 times more effective. Helper Pokemon who... Each time a helper Pokemon with ingredients brings you ingredients, they'll bring you 1 ingredient extra. Limited time mini candy boost. If you're on the Slack or the Discord, please remind everyone to do their mini candy boost every day because I forget, and that's actually probably the best part of this event.
I will not remember.
I know, I never remember. I always have like 3 Pokemon in mind that I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for the next mini candy boost to like power them up.
And it comes around right off. You're like, I can't think of this right now.
Yeah, no, it's their version of transfer candy
in Pokemon. Yeah,
hour.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Never remember. We'll never.
No.
Spirtomb will make its debut. Slightly greater appearance of Diglett, Bellsprout, Geodude, Farfetch, Kangaskhan. Ditto, Wooper, the other Wooper, Larvitar, Mawile, the other Mawile. I'm just kidding. There's only one. Absol, Shinx, Mime Jr., Krogunk, Snover, Pumpkaboo, which is probably what people are looking for. Grubbin, Stuffle, Comfey, Cramorant, and Quaxley. This takes place in all areas, but Spiritomb is not all areas. Spiritomb will be Greengrass, Lapis Lakeside, Snowdrop Tundra, Amber Canyon, and Greengrass Expert.
Yeah, I think for this one, I'm just sticking with Amber Canyon.
You're going to skip the Spiritomb?
No, Spiritomb's in Amber Canyon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking Power Plant.
Oh, yeah. No.
I haven't played in a while, so the newest thing they added was Power Plant. So Ember Canyon is new, and then what else is there? How many islands are there now? Or what are they called again?
Islands.
Islands?
Right?
Yeah.
Islands is correct.
Amber Canyon just came out a month ago.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not super far behind.
No, that's your Dwebble, your Trapinch, and your Bagon.
Okay,
They're
so
cool.
Good
They're good ones.
Yeah.
I'm on Greengrass expert. Still good for what it's still hard.
Yeah, I'm still not going there.
Before we move on from this, I just want to say, is it not weird that they introduced Spiritomb after Halloween?
Yeah, because this would have been a better Halloween Pokemon than what they brought, I thought. Or, like, what they did. Like, this would have been a great addition to the Halloween event.
Yeah. I mean, Pumpkaboo is good.
Yeah, sure, but I don't know. I don't know. It
feels
doesn't
off.
feel very on theme, right? Like, I feel like it's like we're over that. We're on to the next phase. Like, everybody's all Christmas excited. They could have let in with that, maybe. Unless, I don't know, Spiritomb glows like a light sometimes. His little eyes.
You're really stretching it.
Yeah, like the rotating balls of light. If they changed those to like Christmas-like colors and made it like green, like a wreath, that'd be cool. Yeah, but like even the cover image here for the article, it's got a Stuffle and a Larvitar hanging out and eating snacks and smiling, and then Spiritomb's just right between them, just like staring straight into the camera, not making a face because it really can't. And this doesn't feel right either. So I kind of agree. The vibe is a little off. It's not bad. It's just
he's
off.
absolutely enjoying the popcorn though.
Yeah, he is. He's about to go ham on that popcorn.
Which it does look pretty good. So Spiritomb, I can't blame you there.
Super fair.
One other bit of Pokemon Sleep news is they adjusted Delibird. Delibird was Ingredient Magnet S, and they have changed its main skill to present (parentheses) Ingredient Magnet S, which means you will get ingredients chosen at a random time, sometimes also get candy for one randomly selected Pokemon on your team. The number of ingredients obtained will be less, but the main skill chance increases. And they say that because you're getting more main skills, this is not a nerf. You will overall get more ingredients and candy, assuming you check the procs on that, which is cool. Like they have retconned and fixed Mr. Mime and Ditto and a couple other Pokemon, so it's cool that they're quote unquote fixing Delibird before Christmas. That's our present.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Maybe they should fix it like Absol or some other Pokemon. Absol is so its main skill is absolutely useless. And I feel like it should be more unique.
Yeah, Absol does feel like a Pokemon that should be better than it is, I feel like. So.
Yeah. At least like other Pokemon like Heracross, which I would put Heracross on the same level as Absol. At least like Heracross is good at getting things and then can get more things because it has Ingredient Magnet as well. Where Absol is just like Snorlax power small. And you're like, cool, you've increased Snorlax power by 900. That was
Thanks,
useless.
you've really helped out a lot, you know?
I
Now-
spent so many resources to catch you and power you up, and you're just useless.
Now, for the listeners, not for me, obviously, for the listeners, just so we all know, this limited time candy boost, is there a new Pokemon that came to the game recently that would be good to focus on for this?
I guess if you wanted to get your like Dwebble or your Trapinch up there, you could
Right.
do that, or your Spirtomb if you find one.
If you can find the Spirtomb.
And the shinies are released right away, right? So you could get a shiny Spiritomb. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, there's only one Pokemon shiny locked in Sleep, and that's Darkrai.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's because how weird Darkrai works.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Speaking of Sleep, it is made by Pokémon Works. This news came out when I was in Japan, and this was actually Mr. Joe Sarumi texting me this and said, "You have some Pokemon Works stuff to talk about." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, Joe." It seems that why is my notes not opening this article? It seems that there is a new studio. The Pokemon Works, the company that is technically Ilka and technically the Pokemon Company, in September opened a new studio in Kyoto, which is separate than their studio in Tokyo. So it's getting hot and heavy over there.
I mean, Japan is pretty warm, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
I don't
especially.
think heavy tracks. I don't think heavy tracks, especially from an American, but hot, definitely.
It says the new studio in Kyoto will deal with the development and maintenance for Pokemon Sleep. And then Joe is saying, a reminder, Pokemon Works is responsible for Pokemon Home, Pokemon Sleep, and Pokemon Champions. And Ilka was responsible for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Responsible. Good word choice. That was great. Yeah.
Those games were good.
No, no, they weren't.
Here, okay, you know what? We say so many bad things about BDSP. Let me say one good thing about it.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's say
Yeah.
one good thing. I actually enjoyed shiny hunting in that game a lot.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
you can like something without it being good. You can enjoy something
Well,
without
hold
it being
on.
great.
Like this podcast.
Sure, like anything, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Is this our post Thanksgiving? We all say something nice about BDSP. All right, Chris, your turn. Something nice about BDSP.
Something nice about BDSP. It's. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I just had a bunch of thoughts. None of them were good. None of them were what I was looking for. The one thing I think was great about it is that it really reminded me that those original games were really fun.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna walk the line, man. I ain't not jumping over it. That's all you get. I too had fun with them, Austin. I did. I just. Again,
I didn't say all that.
Oh, well. I had fun, but I don't think they were good.
No, I don't know. I enjoyed the resets for the mythicals. Radar was new to me. I didn't do radar in any of the other ones, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so it's just a new experience. But aside from that, it was okay.
It was all right. It was all right.
It has a lot of ribbons to collect, and I like ribbons.
Ooh, there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. This leads to a little bit of side news here, not to get off topic, but this is still BDSP focused. I don't know if people know this because maybe they haven't played BDSP in a while, or maybe they don't own a Switch 2 yet. But to no one's surprise, maybe you are surprised if you're driving your car, pull over. BDSP is broken on the Switch 2, and I don't know if they'll ever fix it.
Thank goodness I was sitting down. Oh my gosh.
So on the plus side, if you are resetting Arceus or Darkrai, or I think those are the other two, because for Shaman you can just run away.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, number one is if you even have those events, because if you bought the game maybe this weekend, those events don't exist to you, and they never will, apparently. But so on the plus side, the Switch 2 does let the game boot a lot quicker. So if you are resetting for Arceus, it is much faster, which is great. On the downside is the game will randomly crash upon startup on the Switch 2 for no reason. I don't know if it's because it's booting it up so fast that the code that it just crashes. I don't know. But it does lead me to believe, like, is this game just going to forever? Like, it was already kind of broken.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of things that don't work in that game. But is it going to just be forever broken now on the Switch 2? And like sometimes when you boot it up, it just crashes.
So I don't want to bring not true news here. I was under the impression they fixed it with the last update.
I thought so too. As of yesterday, no. I crashed 2 times in my 10 resets that I do every day.
Good to know.
Wow.
It
Awesome.
doesn't. From my understanding, I can't get it to. Well, I don't play the game long enough because I'm just resetting for Arceus.
Sure.
So like, hopefully, I don't find a shiny Arceus and then it crashes. I haven't had that happen yet. But the crash is usually like right before the title screen kicks on. It'll say like,
Okay.
It'll say like whatever the white screen that like flashbangs you before it goes into BDSP. I think it just says like Game Freak or something. And then at that point it crashes. So you don't even get to start the game.
So if you get past that point, are you golden?
I think so.
Okay, and it's just like it's.
But
not,
again, I
it's,
haven't run around the game and like played it long enough to be.
Yeah, you're not stress testing BDSP on your Switch too.
I'm not.
If there was anybody that should, I'm just throwing it out there. That's the whole video right there. You just count crashes, do a hypercut of you just getting mad while you crash in the middle doing stuff.
What we need is like a clip compilation of every time you start trash talking BDSP on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be my most viewed video on YouTube if that was the case.
Might be the longest one too.
Another side note, actually, that I'm thinking of this. Speaking of BDSP crashing and still being a broken game after 4 years, I soft locked ZA for the first time.
Ooh! How did you manage that?
I was looking for the studded earrings in BDSP. So I was like, or BDSP, sorry. I was looking for the studded earrings in ZA, so I was flying to every shopping mall. I think there's like 5 or 6 shopping malls, and then I was just like going like LR up and down through the stores. And then after doing this for maybe 15 minutes of just flying and checking, I got to a shop and I thought my controller died. And I could still hit the home button. I could still hit the game chat button. Once I hit the home button, I could still like change games or access settings. But just in BDSP, it soft locked the entire game. So I was stuck in the store with just the music playing, no control scheme.
And you couldn't back out, like B wasn't working or anything?
Yeah, nothing was working.
Weird.
Just completely soft locked it. I was shopping too hard.
At least you have good music to listen to.
It's true.
No, the shop music is very good. On the plus side, because of autosave, I didn't lose anything because it autosaves when you fly. So I flew to the next shopping mall. I was in the shopping mall. I wasn't buying anything. I was just looking for the earrings.
Have you attempted to like recreate that?
Yes, I went shopping again last night. And nothing, but I was buying everything instead of just like blazing through them. So I was going a little slower.
Next time, just buy them on Amazon, and you won't have this issue.
Oh, okay. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. So to wrap up the Pokemon Works stuff, new studio in Kyoto. Pokemon works on Home, Sleep, Champions. Champions isn't out yet. Very promising for Sleep, I think. If they're opening a new studio in Kyoto, and that is specifically for Sleep. I did remember we talked about an article here on the show where the Sleep team said they wanted to eventually add every single Pokemon to Sleep. Game's 2 years old. obviously not the most profiting Pokemon game. That would probably go to either Go or TCG Pocket, obviously. But I don't think opening a new studio is not a small, like, minor thing.
No.
No, it definitely, like, it makes it seem like they for sure are actually planning on making this game last a long time, which is nice to see.
Yeah, especially when it costs $50 every 6 months.
Yeah.
Pokemon Home and Pokemon Home still kind of the same app it's been for like 6
I really
years.
hope there's like some updates to that, and I hope this has something to do with that. Maybe they're gonna plan on updating it. I just really need it.
Spinda's still broken, right?
Pretty
Awesome.
sure. I'm pretty sure
Awesome.
it's still broken.
That's my litmus test, because I'm not like super into Home. I usually only send things from Go to Home. I don't spend a lot of time in Home. So that, like, when I hear that the Spinda thing is fixed, that's when I'll be like, oh, it's safe to come back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. This is a BDSP problem, though, isn't it, with the Spinda? Or is that Home?
I thought it was prior too, because it was other properties, right? Like, we couldn't transfer our Spinda in before BDSP came out or something, or do I have this wrong?
No, Spinda's from Bank work just fine.
Okay.
Oh, they did. Okay.
The Spindas from Go, they don't work because they're predetermined and set. How many Spindas are there in Go? 8 or 9?
I thought there was like 12. Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah. So those can't move, but because that's the whole point of Spinda is like they're supposed to be different. So if everyone's moving their Go Spindas over, everyone just has the same 12 Spindas.
Yeah. So whatever like code that it generates in the other games to generate its like visual sprite is probably not how it works in Go. Like you're saying, it's predetermined.
Right.
Yeah.
Which now that you think about that, Go being 10 years old, the fact that game can't like just pre-generate like Spindas or whatever is kind of weird.
It's
like, is there going to be a point in Go where they're just like, okay, these 12 are like the collection permanent ones that you can collect, but going forward, we're just going to randomize Spindas, and Spindas now in the wild.
There's 9 in Go. There's 8 plus the Valentine's one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you were right.
Yeah, that's the Spinda thing is weird. But BDSP can't do the Spinda thing. BDSP crashes on startup. BDSP has a shiny charm that exists but doesn't work. BDSP has multiple abilities that don't work, like Sticky Hold. And BDSP also, for some reason, can't figure out how bottle caps work, which is weird. So like if you try to move a Pokemon in, I've talked about this before on the show, but like in Sword and Shield, in order to bottle cap a Pokemon, it needs to be 100. And then in ZA or Scarlet and Violet, those Pokemon, I can't remember about Legends Arceus. In ZA and Scarlet and Violet, those Pokemon only have to be level 50 to bottle cap. So if you take a bottle capped Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, let's just say a Credidly. I actually don't think Credidly exists in Scarlet and Violet. But if Scyther, there you go, Scyther. If you take a level 51 Scyther that is golden bottle capped and you try to move it to BDSP, it will say, please level this Pokemon up to level 100 before we can accept it. Which is like really weird because it's already it's just the IVs. And you already know how the IVs work. So what's
that's strange.
Problem?
I mean, our bottle, like if you bottle cap a Pokemon in BDSP and it's 100 or whatever, is there an indicator on the summary page that Pokemon has been bottle capped?
Maybe I'm a bad Pokemon player. Can you even get bottle caps in BDSP? I don't know if you can.
Because that's the only thing. Because if it's checking for has it been bottle capped or not to display that, and then its requirements level 100. But then why have the arbitrary requirements of a level 100 then? That doesn't make any sense either. I don't know.
I'm trying my best to think if there are even bottle caps, and I'm not sure.
I just want to say really quick.
There are. There are golden bottle caps.
Okay.
I don't even remember how to get them in BDSP.
Pokemon community listening far and wide right now. This is what happens when we don't copy and paste.
But that's what they did with BDSP. They did copy and paste.
But did they?
But poorly, apparently.
I think they
How
copy and
did you
pasted the wrong
poorly-
thing.
I think they rebuilt a lot of it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
When a Pokemon hits level 100, you can take it to the battle tower. A man there will hyper train your Pokemon in BDSP.
A man there.
Oh, man, there.
I don't. Now that you've said that, I've never bottle capped a Pokemon in BDSP.
Huh.
But that again, that's weird because like they changed it from level 100 to level 50. But again, why would the game care if it's level 100 when
It shouldn't matter.
when it's just saying either the IV is 0, 1, 2, 30, 31,
Yeah.
Right.
perfect? Like, why does it care?
BDSP should just be happy you're playing it and shouldn't have such high standards.
It should be.
You know, that's all I'm saying.
It should
Let's just
pay
say.
you when you boot it up.
Yeah. Want me to boost this to 100 for you really quick? Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right, there's your Pokemon Works, Pokemon Sleep, BDSP news all wrapped into one. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about how you can spend way more than $100 for a wonderful weekend in LA. We will be right back. This podcast is brought to you by Mint Mobile. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, and no hidden fees. Here's why I say yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. All Mint Mobile plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And here on this podcast, we don't really use our phones for unlimited talk, but we do use our phones to play Pokemon Go and other mobile games that you enjoy. Like I've said time and time before, it just works. And that's what you want for $15 a month. That's what you want on any phone plan, but this is an affordable phone plan. And that is what you want when you're playing Pokemon Go, you're playing Monster Hunter now, you're playing some Pikmin Bloom. It all just works, and you're saving money. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/PKMNcast. That's mintmobile.com/PKMNcast. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time, new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigs on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. And we are back from our break. Where did we even start? Kalos Tour from February 28th to March 1st. Oh, sorry, that's global. I mean, that's still. Most people are going to do global, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll switch it over to Los Angeles. Coming back to the Rose Bowl, which is February 20th through the 22nd. Early bird discount is now available. That'll go through to the end of the year. That's going to be $30 normally, $25 for early bird. You can either pick Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 9 to 5. I say this every time. I will say this every time. Friday is the day you want.
Yeah.
You still have enough people there to play.
And
Traffic will be easier. Lines for food will be better. Lines to pick up your shirt will be better. Saturday will just be very hectic for traffic and getting in and getting out and everything. So you're better off playing in the city on Saturday.
Content creators that you want to meet at meet and greets will be fresher on Friday too than Sunday.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
after
not what
3
I would do
days
with
in the
my
sun.
time, but
but it is a big draw for some people, so that
That's
is
true.
something to point out. Those lines are also shorter on Friday.
yeah. Sundays are weird. They're like fine, but like everyone's just kind of
Yeah.
exhausted on Sundays. Like staff is even exhausted. Bathrooms will
Right.
be cleaner on Friday.
So true.
Yeah.
Things will be in stock on Friday.
This is pretty much what we've gotten before, so we won't spend too much time on it. But Raid Lover, if you are playing all 3 days, this is kind of a no-brainer. $15. You get 18 raid passes a day for $15, so all 3 days. So that's kind of like, again, a no-brainer if you're playing for the weekend or traveling out for this. Egg Enthusiast, I still think is a scam. I will continue to say it's a scam. It's $15. It still requires you to buy incubators. I think that's the part of the scam that I hate. They should give you incubators with the Egg Enthusiast. They're giving you raid passes with the raid pass lover.
Yeah, they should give you a free regular incubator is what they should do. For
just
like
one
no. Here you go. This is something somehow worse than the 5 Ultra Ball bonus from buying things on the web store. No, they should give you like for the event period, like we have for the Go Pass. They should give you a timed incubator if you buy the pass. Not a super, just a regular one. At least it'd be a little bit like we can meet them halfway and still buy incubators, but it just doesn't feel as bad, you know?
Yeah. Because I've always had it where if I run out of my incubators for an event, I don't usually buy more.
Oh, I wish I had that control, man.
No.
I don't. No.
No, yeah, I do not be buying the incubators.
No, they named this add-on after me. I am the quintessential egg enthusiast, and I love it.
City gameplay add-ons. This will be, as long as you bought a ticket. Wild Encounters, an increased chance of shiny Pokemon, 6 special trades a day, half Stardust cost for trades, half egg distance, up to 9 raid passes a day, and then access to field research. And then the new thing. Oh, sorry. How much was Citywide? Citywide was I think it's $20.
I think it's 20 a day. Yeah.
So if you're playing on Friday, which is the day you should be playing, if you can add an extra day of travel or get there the day before, if you want to add, none of these are sold out at least as of recording. So if you want to add on the 2 extra days, that should be like $20 a day. Also, I know people keep asking this. I don't think it matters where to start. It's never mattered where to start, even back in Chicago, where it's like, which gate will you want to start at? It doesn't matter.
And I was talking about this with Kyle. Not that he's been there, but we were talking about the way that the event is laid out. If they're going to have different entrances, they've always had us go into the stadium and then out to the golf course, and the golf course is where all the habitats are. I don't know how they're going to do this because there are multiple entrances around the arena. But there really isn't. The whole arena itself was a habitat on its own. There's not separate ones, but they're implying that we're starting in different habitats. So I wonder if they're getting more of the field and they can walk you down to the far end or something. I don't really understand.
Yeah, I don't know. It was always just like geofenced anyways. So as long as you were like deep enough into the geofence, it would just turn it on for you.
It's just I have no problem with any of that. I understand how that works. To me, the only confusion that I have is that the different entrances are different habitats.
Oh, right. Because there's 3 habitats this year, and
right.
Not 4.
So, and if all the entrances are around the Rose Bowl itself, then what's going to be on the golf course? And there's only 3 habitats. Like it's their 4th one out there. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I guess now that you pointed that out, that is confusing because like it was 3 habitats on the golf course, and then the Rose Bowl was the 4th habitat.
Right.
And now they're saying there's only 3 habitats, and then the 4th hour would just be all 3 combined.
Yeah.
For that hour, which is like totally fine. Like I don't have a problem with that. It's a little confusing on like what the Rose Bowl habitat is supposed to be then.
So the rotating hours are for the global version. I assume they'll still have the geofenced habitats at the Rose Bowl. The only confusion that I have is about the different entrances in the different habitats.
Mm-hmm. As somebody who's went to a baseball game since going to both of these Rose Bowls, I know a baseball stadium is slightly different than a football stadium.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about actually going to a baseball game is they have 1 million entrances and exits. And so when you're going to a baseball or a football stadium to play Pokemon Go, and they're like, here's only 1 entrance. Yeah. You're just like, why?
They got so many they could be using.
You have so many gates to get into this. Why are we all lining up for 1?
I mean, it's definitely a value proposition, right, for them. It's like, do we make these people wait longer and have less staff for cost? Or do we pay more in cost for staff and then we let people get in quicker? And so I think they just balance it where they're like, 2016 was, they waited way too long. And then like, New York they pretty much figured it out where they're like, we're not going to put a fence around this. Just walk over the bridge. You're fine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So $25 for your ticket, $15 for Raid Lover, $15 for Egg Enthusiasts. If you want to add on 2 days, that's $20 each. So $20 citywide gameplay for Saturday, $20 citywide gameplay for Sunday. Maybe you just want one of those days. Maybe you want both. I'm assuming if you're traveling pretty far for this event, you probably want all 3 days. And then there's a brand new thing called Mega Night, which will also take place in the Rose Bowl. And that will be $20. Now you might be asking, what is Mega Night? I don't think any of us can actually tell you what that is, but I can tell you the price, and I can tell you that it's 2 hours long, not all day. So when you say citywide gameplay, that is from, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that is $20 citywide in Los Angeles, wherever you want to play. That's 8 hours of playing for $20. Mega Night is $20 back at the Rose Bowl. So maybe you want to add it on to your Friday if you're playing on Friday, just because you're already there and you don't have to leave and come back. And the Rose Bowl can be a little hectic to get out there and to get back. Yeah. Or maybe you want to add it on a different day because after playing 8 hours in the Rose Bowl, you want to go eat dinner. You don't want to come back, that kind of stuff. Whatever you want to do, it's $20. You can add it all 3 days if you want to go back to the Rose Bowl all 3 days. Spoiler, you don't want to do that. I'm just going to say you don't want to go to the Rose Bowl for 3 days.
No.
I don't know what $20 gets you for 2 hours back at the Rose Bowl.
I mean, they gave us like 2 details. We can kind of talk about those. Like,
yes,
they told us that there was like what Pokemon were going to be in Mega Raids, and that there were going to be some wild spawns, but they were all just like base forms of Mega Bull Pokemon, more or less.
Yeah, they're the base forms of the things in the raids.
Yeah,
so they're saying the following Pokemon is Mega Charizard X, Mega Ampharos, Mega Salamence, Mega Sceptile, Mega Altaria, and Mega Garchomp.
Yep.
2 hours to do this in the Rose Bowl?
So there's that, and then they said that there would be evening entertainment, which they have not outlined. And then there are bonuses and features, like you get Mega Energy from spinning stops and bonus XP from raids and candy from catching. But, I mean, Steve, you have been to more Pokemon events than any of us. What do you think the evening entertainment could be? Because my bet is a drone show, and I want to know if you're thinking the same thing.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Come on!
Listen, I was thinking Ed Sheeran, so
ooh,
I was thinking a musical performance.
Maybe they bring Hanky back out and we can throw water bottles at him again.
That's one of my most viewed YouTube videos is a bunch of people just booing John Hanke.
Oh my gosh.
It was like 200,000 views on YouTube.
What a time, man.
2 minutes long. I guess it would be really easy to check if the Rose Bowl allows the air, the space above the Rose Bowl, if that's allowed to if that's allowed to have a drone show. Yeah, so like when I was in Indonesia, they did do a drone show. They did the DJ Pikachu thing, which I think would actually be the coolest if they had like DJ Pikachu come out and do like a set for 15 minutes. That was awesome when they did that. If they're actually going to take advantage of the Rose Bowl Stadium and like you can sit down and you can reach a bunch of raids and there is something happening in the middle, I will change my mind on the $20. But I think asking players to spend, and again, maybe we will definitely get more details as we get closer, because like right now they're saying, Xerneas and Yveltal are in raids. Cool. A lot of people will have Xerneas and Yveltal. Are they going to have adventure effects? Because if they're going to have adventure effects, now I'm more interested.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're probably not going to tell us until beforehand. They did this with Kyurem, they did this with Dialga Palkia, so that's not surprising. But if you're saying like, hey, for $20 for 2 hours, all you get to do are these mega raids, and also we're not including raid passes on that. So I have to spend $20 for 2 hours, and I have to buy more raid passes because I'm probably burning my 18 raid passes
Absolutely.
in the 8-hour event. That's not worth it. Also, the hassle of coming back out to the Rose Bowl and leaving the Rose Bowl. None of these Pokemon are particularly special. Now, even if they were to say like, oh, we're including Mega Drampa or we're including Mega Feraligatr, I'm trying to think of other dragon Pokemon introduced in ZA, I would be like,
well,
maybe.
Skrelp is one of the wild spawns.
Oh, that's true.
So Dragalge could be maybe. But then also Noibat. And Noivern didn't get a Mega.
Yeah, I mean, it is a dragon, though.
Yeah.
But, like, is that even worth it? Is, like, spending $20 to access an unreleased Mega even worth it at that point?
That's a really good question. I mean,
I would say no.
But, again, going back to my point, if they're saying, okay, you can sit down at the Rose Bowl in the stadium seating, which I've always talked about was a highlight of the Rose Bowl is the stadium seating. The sun will already be set, so you're not directly sitting in the sun. So you're sitting in the stadium, and I can reach multiple raids. Multiple raids are rotating every 10 minutes, so it doesn't even matter that, like, I need to move, because, like, I'll do 2, and by the time I do 2, they're already rotated out, and another 2 come in. That sounds fantastic. And if there is entertainment in the center, whether that's a drone show or DJ Pikachu or Ed Sheeran, that sounds great for $20. Yeah. But if it's just walk in a circle and do these mega raids that you've probably already done because you're a hardcore player enough to fly out to this event, that doesn't sound great.
Right.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of apprehension about it because I wonder how much value they put into the whole, like, it's Pokemon Go at night, you know? Like, honestly, because that sounds really fun and really cool. So I hope they're not betting on that being a big draw. It is, but it not big enough.
Okay, it is for me. It's a crazy big draw because I played the very first Chicago event.
Yeah, where
after they booed John Hankey, they turned it on all night, and playing at 11 p.m. at night on the streets of Chicago, and they didn't even have shiny Pokemon back then. That was just like unknown and whatever. It was still fantastic to see like streets of Chicago filled of just Pokemon players all night.
That's very true. Yeah.
So like playing at night,
are brand new. It was cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's
playing
like
at night
Eternatus
was awesome.
We're at night too after Worlds.
Yeah, that was also cool.
That was cool seeing everybody standing around doing them.
If I didn't have to spend like $600 for a podcast studio, I would have been like, hey, let's just grind Eternatus tonight.
We got some done.
Just for the sake of having done it. So the FBI says there's a no-fly zone over Rose Bowl Stadium, and the FAA says that there's no fly zone over the golf course.
Okay.
So the FAA one is negotiable depending on licensing and things, I think. I know the FBI one is a no-go, though. So who knows?
So you're saying no drone show?
I'm thinking probably no drone show now that I've actually researched it, which is a shame because I want to see it, but, you know. But yeah, no, I think it is absolutely almost guaranteed that there's going to be more of a draw to this. My biggest takeaway was I hope that it is cool enough that I'm happy I went once, but not so cool that I feel like I needed to go more than once.
So my plan is to do it on Friday night because I need to see it.
Yeah,
if I'm going to complain about it, I'm going to spend the $20 and then I'm going to complain about it.
Yep.
And then my plan on Saturday night is to record the podcast in that studio. That won't take us. How long did it take us, Austin? Like an hour and a half to get there?
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
It's a cool studio, though.
Yeah.
But when we're in Pasadena, it's only
30 minutes.
30 minutes to get to.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
So my plan is to record Saturday night, and then if the Mega Night was that cool, I'll go back on Sunday, I guess.
That's optimistic.
I don't think it's going to be that cool.
No, I think, and it's the first time they're doing this, right? And usually the first iteration of an event for Pokemon Go is almost always not the best one. So I mean, we're going to go in knowing that, right? And we're going to have our guard up and our expectations low, and that'll be fine. I just hope that it has enough success that they do more of this in the future, because an at night portion of any of these in-person events is so sick. Really?
Yeah,
sick.
no, I think the concept of like and I think for like safety reasons, having it around the stadium in a Rose Bowl like totally makes sense.
You have to. You can't like liability wise be like, go catch Pokemon until 1 a.m. in this city. Yeah. So
No, that's not a good idea.
So I the premise is exciting of like, I just think like 2 hours for $20. If it was 2 hours, $20, and in that 2 hours you have unlimited raid passes, I think that would be like, that would be tempting, because then it's like, well, how many raids can I do? And like, they're not the most exciting raids, but like,
it's not about that. It's about how many can I do then? Yeah.
Right. But it's like, it's 2 hours.
Sure, you're right.
Yeah.
Just like, but is there going to be people who add this on and don't read everything, because reading comprehension, myself included, is at an all-time low? But are they going to like spend the $20, get there, and be like, oh, I didn't know it was nothing but raids. I am out of raid passes and I don't want to buy more. So now I just feel like I wasted $20.
It's gonna happen. It's absolutely gonna happen.
Yeah, it will happen. So it's like,
I think no matter what you do, that happens though. You know, right?
Is the nighttime entertainment good enough? Again, I think if it's a DJ Pikachu show or something on top of that, I think that will be pretty cool. But
yeah,
are they going to run DJ Pikachu for? They're not going to run it for a whole hour. That small 5-foot woman in that Pikachu costume cannot possibly be dancing out there for an hour without being exhausted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just like run off the side of the stage and do like a Taylor Swift style like a costume change and do just a different fresh Pikachu suit.
Right. Like there's a reason the meet and greets are only like 15 minutes
Yeah,
once
they're so
every.
short.
They're like 15 minutes once an hour. It's because
that's
like,
right.
They
Gotta be so hot and uncomfortable in there.
Yeah, because the heat stroke kicks in after 3 minutes and they have a 20-minute slot. Yeah.
Right.
And you gotta be dancing around the whole time too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of money, I thought this was really weird, Chris. If you want to talk about this, the season ended or is ending. The season of transformation is ending in Pokemon Go, and they randomly were like, "Here's a $8 shiny Keldeo out of nowhere." Was there a lead up to this? I felt like I missed news, and then people were like, "Are you buying shiny Keldeo?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess you could just buy shiny Keldeo."
The fanfare was super low for it. I mean, the writing was on the wall, right, for the season, because we knew it was the Keldeo season. And if they were going to do what they've done with other mythicals that were featured in seasons in the past, and they were probably going to do something like this. The funniest thing about this, though, is that there's such a poetic irony to the fact that Keldeo first came out on a paid ticket, and then it was like not attainable for like, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And now if you want to get the shiny one, you still got to buy a ticket. It's just like super funny to me. But no, you're right. In not having seen it, they didn't really mention this. They didn't put any shiny Keldeo stuff in the original promotional art. They didn't tease it. It just kind of happened at the end here. And we were all like, oh, well, I was expecting a Resolute form at the very least, but okay, sure. I'll buy the ticket. I think the real question is, are we going to see a free version of that research come out in like 2 years?
Probably, right? They did that with Celebi.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't miss that there was like
No.
They just dropped like, hey, for $7.99,
No.
you have like 6 days to think about if you want this Keldeo.
No,
Yeah.
and not like our usual pipeline of information. Did I miss this? The general pipeline of information. It did not really happen. Yeah.
So no one just said anything about it until here you go.
You're like, oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this, like, not that we talk about leaks or anything in the show, but, you know, sometimes they just pop up on your Twitter, or they pop up on your TikTok or something,
sure.
and you're like, oh, well, I maybe that's true, maybe that's not, but, like, this wasn't even, like, a leak I saw, or like, literally somebody just came into my Twitch chat one day and was like, hey, did you buy the shiny Keldeo? And I was like, what are you talking about? This has been available for 12 hours, and this is the first I'm hearing of it?
I would
Right.
never. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because I opened it up because I was just looking to see. I think I was gonna buy more storage, and I saw it in there, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I guess I'll add that to the cart too. I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll take one of these.
I guess I'll buy that too. I suppose.
One shiny Keldeo off the shelf.
Right.
Is that That's like the opposite of inflation, though. Some of us paid $7.99 5 years ago for a regular Keldeo.
We did.
And you're telling me that there's no price increase here? I can pay the same amount for a shiny?
You have to prorate the time that we've had it while it was exclusive. So we've gotten at least $400 of Pokemon value out of it. Pokemon Go value, I should say, in that time.
I was walking with Keldeo every day for 5 years.
No,
think of how much candy I would have gotten.
The first time I've walked with my Keldeo is I switched that buddy to today for the research.
For the research.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, I bought it. I didn't even look at the research. You have to walk with Keldeo?
For
it's like,
earn 1 candy, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't a Go show, so quick quality of life stuff really quick. If you want a nice hack for your candy, I didn't come up with this. A listener of our show did. Get your walking Pokemon that's 20 kilometers to 19.5. Use a Poffin. Get that 1 candy. Not only have to walk half a kilometer to get a second one. Do that.
See, I'll just forget.
I'll just
forget to do it.
This is beyond me, man. I don't care nearly enough to do that. But it's a thing people do, apparently. So
yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get candies fast, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we could. There is a lot of Go news. We could spend the rest of this episode talking about Go, but I think those are the 2 big things I want to talk about. Kalos Tour. I will be playing there on Friday. I bought my flight. I bought my hotel. Niantic did not pay for anything for me. Sometimes that changes. Sometimes Niantic's like, Niantic. I will give you the inside scoop of Niantic. They will always say, creators, we don't have a budget, and I'm like, cool, that's totally fine. Chris is like, I don't want to get kicked out for this.
I pretend I'm not here. None of this.
Pretend Chris is not here. I love to be transparent with people. Sometimes Niantic. Well, especially when a company is paying for me, I need to be as transparent as possible. 1, for FTC disclosures, and 2, for the sake of like, hey, I don't want to be a paid shill. So usually Niantic will be like, hey, creators, we don't have a budget for this event. Perfect, great. I planned on going to it anyways. It's my I feel like sometimes it's my responsibility of like, I want to make content for this. It's my job to make content. Am I going to see a value in return if I spend $500 here? Is that going to bring me about $500 for a YouTube video, through Twitch streams or whatever? The short answer is no, it's not. And then sometimes very last minute, Niantic will be like, hey, we have extra hotel rooms.
Here's a 20.
Would you? Hey, we found. Hey, we're throwing you a pizza party.
This is too real. Keep going, please.
So, for example, for New Jersey Go Fest, I did book everything. And then last minute, they were like, hey, we have a couple extra hotel rooms. If you're interested, let us know, and we will hook you up. And so I canceled my hotel room, and I got a hotel room with Niantic, and then I disclosed, hey, Niantic paid for my hotel room. I am sure Niantic will offer us tickets to this event. Although, like, a $20, $25 ticket is not going to make me suddenly say this event was amazing versus the...
I mean,
sure.
Don't forget, they give us all the add-ons usually, too. And I would assume that probably will include Mega Knight attendance, so we'll get quite a bit of value out of it.
Okay, me getting a free Mega Knight doesn't mean I'm going to like, oh, Mega Knight was awesome.
Oh, I don't think it's going to affect my opinion whatsoever. And I don't think they want it to affect our opinion whatsoever. Well, maybe that's what they say out loud. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is a lot of value, but even still, yeah, I don't think it'll affect my opinion on Mega Knight.
Austin, if Niantic gave you a free ticket to Mega event and free ticket, would you spend your own money to fly there and get a hotel?
It'd be the best event ever, I think.
Hey,
I'd be like, hey, this event rocks.
Yeah, true.
No, probably not.
Is it because you don't like Go enough, or is it just because like?
I just think I don't know. I'd rather use the money for something else.
He doesn't like us enough. He doesn't want to hang out with us.
That's true.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I didn't want to say that out loud, but since you brought it up, I've actually really not enjoyed your presence here on this episode of the podcast, Chris. I miss Bobby a lot, so.
Yeah, hey, if it's any consolation, me too.
Hey, okay, so
Hey!
I know we're all family here, and you guys have
Yeah.
worked really hard for the last hour of the show. So there's gonna be pizza afterwards, and just help
Chris,
yourself.
I love you, actually.
Yeah, dude, same. I'll put it all behind me for pepperoni. We good?
Final thing here before we take a break. I don't think they're randomly going to announce Mega Mewtwo as part of Kalos Tour. I think this confirms that Mega Mewtwo will be for 100% for GoFest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is
although
what we
they did
thought
just-
the entire time, but
They
Yeah.
did just randomly drop the Keldeo stuff, so
You're right.
it's not
Mega Mewtwo
impossible.
in a ticket, you cowards.
Stop! Don't give them ideas. Hold on. The pizza
do
party
both.
idea is fine, but let's not go that far.
$49.99.
I also don't think there's going to be like a surprise like Mega Zygarde.
No,
They milked
No.
the heck out of Eternatus, and there's no way Zygarde isn't the same level as Eternatus.
Yeah, absolutely.
agree.
If that was going to be a thing, we would know about it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're gonna do a thing where like what was it for Eternatus? You needed like 6 million candy or whatever, 698.
It was
or
way
something.
too much.
Mine had an option where I could just pay $800 and boost it
Oh,
all the way
yeah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I did that instead.
Got it. But the I wouldn't be surprised if it was like if you want a Mega Zygarde, you need way more Mega Energy than you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a lot.
Yeah. So I don't think there's going to be like a surprise Mega Zygarde or a surprise Mega Mewtwo. I think
I
it'll
still
just
have
be-
the
No.
dog Zygarde. I've not even gotten close to
Dude, I'm
getting
with
enough
you.
cells or whatever.
I'm with you, man. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I don't even know how many cells I have. Not enough.
I think
Because
I got
that would
like
require me to do
24.
roots.
Yep. Hey,
And
at
I don't think
Global-
roots are bad. I just forget.
at Global on Saturday and Sunday, they're going to increase the limit up to 25 routes that you can do, and you'll get a cell or cells, I guess, and Mateo 25 times each day.
Ooh. I have
That's actually pretty
54,
crazy.
so I can change into snake form.
Nice. Okay, I have
Oh.
27.
Oh gosh.
Okay, but how many do I need to change into Power Ranger form? 100?
I think it's 100.
Megazord? Is that what you mean?
No, he just kind of
Mega
looks like
Knight.
he kind of looks like. You've never heard that term? He kind of looks like
No.
the Power Ranger thing.
No. I only have 20 cells. You're kicking my butt, Austin.
Oh no! I
you
think
run
my
a
problem,
Pokemon Go show?
Yeah.
I wish I could get cells from the same route. Like if I do the same route 5 times in a row,
Oh
because
my
the park that I
gosh.
play at, it's just a circle. You just
Yeah.
walk
Pokemon
around the
players
park.
in a nutshell. What if I just sit on this bench 100 times?
No, I don't. I'll walk around the thing, but I don't want to go to different parts of my town that don't have any Pokestops at them. There's nothing going on here.
I go to my local conveyor belt store and I just sit on the belts for 2 hours during community day.
That would be awesome. You know how sick that would be?
It would be sick. Yeah, man.
We need to take a break. When we get back, we're going to talk about ZA, more Zygarde, and then Nintendo purchased a studio, which is pretty rare. So we will be right back. This podcast is brought to you by Hims. Tired of trying to figure out what actually works for hair loss? Through Hims, you can get access to clear solutions, expert guidance, and an online process that takes the confusion out of care. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatment with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments and plans that put your goals first. There's no hidden fees, no surprises, and also no doctor's visits. You don't have to drive anywhere, and that's a big plus in today's world. Not leaving your house is kind of nice. For simple online access to personalized and affordable hair care loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/PKMNcast. That's hims.com/PKMNcast for your free online visit. hims.com/PKMNcast. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. This podcast is brought to you by Uncommon Goods. The holidays are sneaking up fast, but it's not too early to get your shopping done and actually have some fun with it. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts that you can't find anywhere else. Even if you don't know where to start, Uncommon Goods breaks things into categories. You can search by reading, sports, gardening, geek, music, travel, pulp culture, foodie, games and puzzles, animals, and anything to start and make your journey of finding the perfect gift easy. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you are supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcraft products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice, and they have donated more than $3 million to date. So shop early, have fun, and cross some names off your list today. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/PKMNcast. That's uncommongoods.com/PKMNcast for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. And we are back from our break. All right, hold on. One more thing of Pokemon Go news before we switch to Singapore here. That's the studio that Nintendo bought. The country of Singapore, that's what Nintendo bought. I panicked, didn't do the Dynamax Eevee stuff. And so I before I went to go stream on, what was it, Monday where they were ending, I think?
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I need my collection challenge medal to go up. I did the first Eevee just fine. It wasn't like hard or anything. And I was like, man, this is just kind of taking too long. And I was like, what if I used a max mushroom? Because I have 17 max mushrooms from bundles. I've never purchased a max mushroom outright. I think they're a scam. I still think they're a scam. I remember Hannah and Bobby arguing me that they might help like rural players. And I was like, that doesn't mean they're still not a scam.
Yeah.
That it works. Holy cow! You go. I ripped through Eevees, and it was a situation where I was like, okay, all right, Niantic. It's definitely one of those things where. Sorry. It's one of those things where, like, if I see a max mushroom, I'm stoked that someone else used it, but I haven't used one.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
But when
it's like somebody else
doing...
ordering an appetizer for the table that you don't have to pay for.
It's so nice. It's like, don't mind if I do. I'll have one.
Oh, these cheese sticks? Yeah, it's good, man.
Well, one, I never get to use max mushrooms because I'm always playing like Blissey or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm never actually attacking. Two, like even in Nagasaki, it would be that thing where it's like you see other people using max mushrooms and you're like, but why? There's 100 people here. Why did you turn this on?
Well, it's because they're like, what else am I going to use it? I guess this seems appropriate. And they're like, oh, it actually isn't the use case for it at all.
Yeah. I guess it's like, when else am I going to use this? And that's why I haven't used them. Because, like, again, they just, sometimes when you buy a bundle, it's just like, oh, we threw in a free max mushroom. And you're like, I don't need this. But
wonderful.
Fine. Mm-hmm. And when I did the first Eevee, I think I cycled 3 or 4 times. Cycling is like going through the Dynamax animation, hitting the 3 Dynamax moves, and then going back. So I think it was like 3 or 4 cycles for the first Eevee. And I was like, this is so brain dead easy. And I'm like in no threat of dying because I'm using Zacian. By the way, the Pokemon Company has confirmed what we've been saying on the show for years. It is Zacian. It has always been Zacian. What was the other name upset?
Zacian? Oh, sorry.
Garganackle.
Garganical or Garganackle?
Garganical. Wait, no, it's Garganackle.
Garganacle's right.
It is Garganackle.
Yeah, Garganical is wrong.
Yes, and we're all going to Picky Peck Community Day after this. We looked that up too. Pick. Like pick me.
Picky
Peck, not Peaky
I still
Peck.
can't agree on the Stone Jarner thing, but I'll allow it.
No, yeah.
So I turned on the Max Mushroom for Eevee, and I only had to cycle once. And
Oh wow! Wait, that's
Yes.
a big
is
improvement.
gigantic.
Then.
it was a really cool test too, because like how else am I going to test this? Because I'm always with random people, and like sometimes people have it, or sometimes people are bringing score money, and sometimes people are bringing Gengar, so it's like really hard to test. But like going through like 3 to 4 cycles to 1 cycle. Also, my Eternatus is not fully powered up, and even though Zamazenta is doing super effective damage because it's fighting against normal, Eternatus just out DPS Zamazenta
Yeah.
by far, which is like that was the $800 Chris spent. You know, the $800
right
button.
there. It was for Eevee Dynamax Battle Weekend. I was thinking far ahead. Yeah.
Also, I saw this on Threads, and I didn't know if it was true, but somebody on Threads was like, even if you did the Eevee nickname thing, it works here.
No, please tell me that's fake.
I did it, and it worked. It worked for me.
Oh,
I
Okay,
did 3 EVs, and I evolved the first EV, and then I nicknamed the next 2, and I got exactly what the nicknames were, and I was like, I still have 15 minutes of this max mushroom. I was
awesome,
expecting to do
actually.
at least like 6.
All
Because
right,
you needed
so
Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon to get the medal.
you did. I did. It took me 11.
11?
Yeah. So my first one was shiny, which is great. Very
That's
happy.
awesome.
But I ain't evolving that.
yeah, no, that's
I'm
fair.
not.
That's fair.
Yeah. And the next one was Flareon. Great. Need that. One after that, Flareon. Makes sense, right?
Uh-huh.
Vaporeon, I'm off to a good start. I only need Jolteon. Vaporeon. Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon.
Oh no.
That was what my thought process was going to be, is like, oh, well, at least with the max mushroom, I can do so many more faster, and I'm on a time
Yeah.
limit. This event is ending. And then when I saw the Threads post, everyone in the comments was like, this isn't working, or why are you lying? And then I did it, and it worked just fine.
What are the odds that you just got lucky?
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
what
that's
if,
true,
What if you
that's
just
true.
got very lucky?
Yeah.
I need listeners to comment on the YouTube video whether they tried this. Well, it didn't cost anything to try it, right?
Right. I mean, it doesn't
did
hurt.
3. I did 3. I evolved the first
Yeah.
one, was random. It was Flareon. I was like, cool. I named the next one. Was it like Rainer? And then
Yeah,
it became
Rainer.
Vaporeon, and I was like, that was like a 33% chance it worked, right?
I think Sparky was
Yeah,
that one for.
and then
yeah.
I did Sparky, and then it was Jolteon, and I was like, maybe it worked, but I
Okay,
only
well-
needed to do 3.
Well, if you only did 2 of them instead of all 3 in a row would be statistically like incredible. But 2, I could see that. Maybe
Yeah,
you got lucky. Yeah.
it was just like a big coincidence, maybe.
I refuse to believe it just for my own personal sanity. No thanks.
I didn't do any of the Eevee raids.
No? Oh, that makes sense. That's probably the right choice.
November 27th, to whom it may concern, acquisition of shares in Singapore-based entity to strengthen developmental structure. This is a bunch of legal garbage here. This is actually off nintendo.co.jp. Ultimately, Nintendo bought Bandai Namco Studios Singapore for some amount of money. Unsure. Nintendo doesn't normally buy studios unless they really like them. And apparently they really liked this studio, so they bought it. I don't know if there's other divisions of Bandai Namco. Maybe I'm not completely versed in that, but this is off Polygon. On Thursday, Nintendo announced it was acquiring Bandai Namco Studios Singapore. This makes me believe there's other Bandai Namco studios. The developer that was originally behind Metroid Prime 4 before Retro Studios took over. So maybe that's not a good thing, because that studio was apparently not doing a good enough job with Metroid Prime, so they gave it to Retro. Bandai Namco Studios Singapore will be known as Nintendo Studios Singapore, Nintendo said in its press release. The original version of Metroid Prime 4 was announced in 2017. Development on the game was later assigned to Retro, which is coming out with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on December 4th. The Singapore studio was composed of developers from LucasArts Singapore that worked on the ambitious but canceled game Star Wars 1313. I'm not a big enough Star Wars fan to know what that was supposed to be.
It was like an open world kind of thing, and it looked really rad.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
In recent years, Nintendo acquired the Xenoblade developer Monosoft and Dynamo Pictures, which is now renamed to Nintendo Pictures. Nintendo Pictures was behind the recent Close to You animated short to promote the Pikmin franchise, and it doesn't say anything about price. Now, I know what you're saying. What does this have to do with Pokemon? I will tell you exactly what the Singapore studios have worked on. Splatoon 3, new Pokemon Snap, Code Vein, Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown, Monster Hunter World, Mario Sports Superstars, Tales of Mysteria, Rise of Incarnates. Those were the games that they've worked on. I don't know if fully worked on or half worked on or assisted. New Pokemon Snap was definitely Bandai Namco. Unsure of how much that Singapore studio worked compared to other studios, but people who bought New Pokemon Snap liked it. It didn't sell very well compared to other Pokemon games, but I liked New Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Good game.
That was good.
You should buy it if you haven't.
I don't even. Is that game still $60? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
If it's not, it's worth it. If it is, still worth it. But you should buy it on sale. It should be like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think this means like cool. The team that worked on New Pokemon Snap, which is a gorgeous, good-looking game, although it is on rails, so take that for what it's worth. I don't think that means they're going to suddenly help Game Freak with their games.
No.
Which is what some people are like, oh, okay, so this studio that's worked on Pokemon can maybe help Game Freak with more Pokemon. I think people also seem to forget that like Game Freak builds their own engines for Pokemon games. And so when you look at BDSP, the reason why Ilka was able to make BDSP was it was running on Unity. And then Pokemon Champions will also be running on Unity. But like actual Pokemon games like ZA, Scarlet and Violet, Legends Arceus, they're not running on Unity or these other engines that are just out there. Game Freak makes their own engines from the ground up. For better or for worse. Most could argue for worse because that Scarlet and Violet engine ain't that good. But it's really hard to just bring in somebody and say like, hey, help us with our game. Also, now we have to spend time to teach you how our engine that we built works.
Right.
There's just not like a convenience there. Sure, they could work on other stuff like models or music or maybe voice acting, but yeah, it's not like, hey, we're building this on Unity. You've built 5 games on Unity, so you know how Unity works. Come in, we need
It's
you
a whole
to
new ball game.
Yeah, this doesn't mean that the next gen's going to look like a Monster Hunter game fidelity-wise or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah.
Again, for better or for worse, that Game Freak makes their own engines. Good for Nintendo, I guess. I think one of the takeaways here is all these people still have jobs. That's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
In a time where I feel like a lot of studios are shutting down or downsizing or putting out games and those games flopping and them having to close. I think you're pretty safe if Nintendo bought you. I think there's a little bit of job security there if Nintendo's buying you.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, this is cool. Also, I did look. New Pokemon Snap is still $60.
That's a bummer. I mean, I think it's worth it, but like it's long.
Yeah, I agree. But
no Cyber Monday sale.
Not on the Nintendo store.
Has anybody played New Pokemon Snap on the Switch 2 yet? Is there improvement?
No, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
I have not.
Because it didn't run poorly to begin with, so it doesn't come to mind. It ran fine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hopefully faster loading times.
Probably.
Although I don't even feel like those were that bad either.
Yeah, I don't even feel like
it was
that
fine.
was... that was that bad. This is off Nintendo Wire. Legends ZA has become the best-selling physical game of the year in the U.S. Quote here is, Pokemon, the biggest media property around right now. It's leading in toys tracking. Trading cards are one of the biggest drivers in the entire toy industry right now. It's broken containment from the video game world in terms of franchise strength. It's the best-selling physical game of the year so far. It's only been in the market for a few weeks, and it's probably going to be one of the biggest drivers of the holiday quarter. Some executive told some YouTuber in an interview. This is not so. I guess you could argue it's surprising in some aspects, but I don't think it's surprising in the aspect of Pokemon fans like to collect physical things.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I could say that as a Pokemon fan myself. I like the convenience of digital. I like not switching out a cartridge or all that, but there's something about Pokemon games where I do want the physical version.
Yeah. I do this thing which, probably is maybe not the best idea, but I will, pre-order it digitally and then I will buy it physically after it comes out. So I'll have both of them.
I respect that.
But the amount of times I actually play the physical one, very, very low. Just because it's so nice to have everything on my Switch, all my Pokemon games just right there. If I want to connect to home, it's super easy. Don't gotta mess with all the cartridges. But then I got my little shelf with the games on them, so...
Are they still wrapped if you don't play them?
Yeah, sometimes.
Nice. Oh, man, that's nice.
Wait, did you buy ZA physically already?
Yes. I know. I'll wait for the DLC.
You messed up.
Then I just buy it again. No, I probably wouldn't. No, I probably won't.
So physical copies are your egg hatching.
Yeah, I like them, yeah.
I understand, yeah.
Physical copies are your egg hatching is insane.
I'm really happy that ZA did so well.
For sure.
Like that, I had so much time to actually play it this time when it came out instead of before. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to buy a Switch 2. I think I was on this show. I was like, I'm not going to buy a Switch 2. I'll just get it for Switch 1. It's no big deal. I broke. And I'm so happy I broke.
It broke you?
It did. It looked like so much fun as more stuff was coming out. I was like, actually, I think this game might be spectacular. And it was. The photo taking alone could have been its own game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really
I really
good.
like the photo taking.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the worst part about all Pokemon games, in a huge nutshell, is that Game Freak continues to change the control scheme for every single game, and it is so hard to jump between, like, because I did it this weekend. I was like, oh, I want to go to BDSP, do a little Arceus. I need to go into Pokemon Home and move some Pokemon around. I need to go Scarlet and Violet. Oh, there's like an outbreak today of a Pokemon I don't have. Let me shiny hunt this real quick. All right, I need to go back to ZA to do my battles. Every single game, it's a different button to open map. There's I feel I've never felt more old and more like I'm losing my mind than like trying to remember which game I'm in and which buttons I'm pressing. Like, I feel like every game, not even Pokemon games, every Switch game, if you have a map, it should be the minus button, which I think it is in Scarlet and Violet. It is the minus button, but in ZA, it is the picture taking button. So the amount of times where I'm like, oh, let me open the map real quick. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm just taking a picture of this wall.
Yeah.
I will say, as the only person here who's not a streamer, let alone variety streaming, I tend to hyper-focus on one thing at a time, and I don't have nearly as much trouble. So that might be a bigger issue if you're frequently switching between. Then I think it is frustrating. I definitely agree across the board. It should be, but after a while, because I was sticking on that game and that game only wasn't going anywhere else. It was okay, sure. But
because I remember when Legends Arceus came out, I was also playing Elden Ring at the same time.
Oh,
and both of those games have rolling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
the rolling in I'm trying to think the rolling in Elden Ring I think was on X, which is the B button on the Switch.
Yeah.
And I think
Yep.
rolling in Arceus is on like the Y button.
Why? Yeah.
Yep. And then for Night Rain, they changed the scheme again. So if you went between Elden Ring and Night Rain, it was different. Oh boy.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
See, that's weird to me. That's
That's really
weird.
weird.
There's a super sprint in Night Rain, and there's no super sprint in Elden Ring, and it's the mounting button. It's a whole bunch of weird. Anyway, this is not an Elden Ring podcast. I'm sorry.
It can be.
Although, if you want to do that,
Yeah, the button changing real rough.
Rough,
Which you would
yeah.
also think like, oh, it's made by the same people. The buttons should be the same.
They should be. I feel like every once in a while they get a game, like you said, minus button for the map. They'll get a control that makes sense, and they should keep it that way for always. And then after we've had so many different games, we should be able to pin together the perfect combination of all the buttons
Mhm.
now.
I don't even remember what start the plus button. I don't even remember what the plus button is in ZA, but in Scarlet and Violet is to get on Miraidon or Koraidon.
I think the plus button is it the map? Because every time, because I feel like we're trying to get on Miraidon, Koraidon, and I think I opened the map.
I think so, but I'm like 100 hours into ZA and I still press the plus button to get on Miraidon, and I'm like, oh, it's not even in this game.
Yep.
My Switch 2 is loading. Plus button is map in
Oh, okay,
in
it is
ZA.
map.
Yeah. And then, yeah, minus is picture taking. Yep.
Yeah. The picture taking is really good.
Yeah. Super good.
But also, I went back to Scarlet and Violet and I went to take a picture of something and I was like, oh, let me just move real quick. Let me back up. And I was like, oh, I can't. When I'm in a picture in Scarlet and Violet, I'm stationary. I cannot move my character at all.
Yeah. That is a little frustrating. Yeah, and sometimes I'm just like, I wish I could move my camera a teensy bit more this one way, and it's hit like that invisible wall where it won't let you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't obviously here for any of the previous discussion about ZA. I just want to say one more thing. My opportunity here to do so. Whoever developed and designed the feel of the double jump hover nailed it. It feels so good. At first, I was like, this is all we get for extra traversal. But
Oh, the
it's great.
Rotom stuff?
Yeah, you can use that to get virtually anywhere if you know what you're doing. You can cheese so many things, and I think they did it on purpose, and I salute them. It feels great. I would never have expected platforming to feel good in a Pokemon game, but it feels good. I like it.
I disagree.
Most people do.
But
Did you play Elden Ring?
No, I did not actually.
Okay.
But no, I think my problem with most of it is the rooftop stuff. I wish I could go just a little bit farther.
Sure.
But yeah, no, you could definitely get places that I feel like you couldn't have without the little extra glide.
Yeah.
I like the Rotom Glide. I think it's pretty good. There's a certain point, though. This sounds like I'm complaining. I am complaining. But there's a certain point where it feels like you don't need it anymore. Like, I have all the screws and I've
Sure.
collected everything, and it feels like I'm just not it almost feels like I don't even have to go on the roof anymore to things.
Yeah. Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
what's up there?
I am missing a
Pidgeys?
few
I don't need to
screws,
go up
so-
there. I don't need the Pidgeys.
If you're
Yeah.
shiny hunting Dratini,
Sure.
I'm very excited for the DLC. I like ZA a lot, but I've definitely hit a wall in it where I feel like I don't have anything to do.
yeah.
Okay.
And the answer would be like, well, Steve, just shiny hunt. I have them all. Had them all before the game came out. Just a problem of somebody who likes Pokemon and who's...
Yeah.
To be fair, this company has served us Gen 1 through 4 a million times. So it's like, if you... Like, I played a lot of Legends Arceus, and Legends Arceus was a lot of Gen 1 and a lot of Gen 4. So it was like, well, I got all the Gen 1 in a game called Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and I guess I'll get all the Gen 4 here,
But you don't have them all shiny and alpha.
I don't care about that.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think I almost cared about Alpha Shiny until Scarlet and Violet came out, and because they weren't actually Alpha anymore,
that's
it
totally fair.
It bothered me.
That's
it
fair.
ruined it for me.
Yeah. Did they keep the increased size though? If you brought them over?
No, they were only extra large size.
Oh.
So they did get. I know they got a mark. They got like the Alpha mark, and I think the Alpha mark is really cool. But they should be Alpha size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna shrink my Alphas, I don't feel good about them anymore. My Sneasler just doesn't feel great. I don't know. That I think that was the moment that broke me. Like I spent so long hunting Alpha Sneasel to then evolve into Sneasler, and I was like, I love her. She's great. She's everything I wanted. And then I moved her into SV, and I was like, oh, she's not big anymore.
Yeah. I think because I'm the person that I rarely transfer in Pokemon to other games, which is maybe a bad idea, but I'll never put them in home. I don't. So having
You
them
won't put them in
one
Pokemon
game's
Prison?
cool. No, I'm not putting them in Pokemon Prison.
That's crazy to me.
I know it's probably not a good idea, but
What
I don't know.
is it laziness, Austin? Is it like
it could be, but what I'm saying is, I don't know. I just like the vibe of having all the Pokemon from this game and this game, because when I come back to it in 10 years, it'll feel better. It'll feel more nostalgic.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, because like sometimes when I boot up like Sun and Moon, I'm like, oh,
it's empty.
There's nothing here.
There's nothing here. Because I had that exact problem. I like booted up a Pokemon Ruby copy. I'm like, this is empty, and I'm like so far into the game, but I have nothing in here.
Because you moved it all at one point.
Yeah, I moved it, and I'm like, well, so I replayed it, and now everything's stuck in there. The problem comes if I lose the game or the game dies or something where I can't play it anymore. That's the problem, but...
There is something about Pokemon Home, though, where, like, I got a shiny Passimian the other night. I was like, oh, I'm missing Passimian. I think I have Passimian in Go, but I was like, oh, there's Passimian Outbreak. Never hunted it. Let me hunt it right here. Got it really quickly, whatever. And then when I put it into Pokemon Home, I was just like, oh, that, like, feels good. It's like a little checklist of, like...
Yeah.
Like, that number is going up on my Pokédex tracker website or whatever of, like, it's in order. It's in the right spot.
I think if my Pokemon Home was fully organized properly, I might see maybe it is a little lazy.
Once you start organizing it, it's like a full-time job, but man, it feels good once it's organized.
I could be more into it. If I could see it all filled out, all complete, I bet I would feel pretty good about it. So,
just take a week off and go do that.
I don't know if I could sit through that.
No, me neither, man.
See what I would do? What I would do is one box a day. Like I'm gonna do 0 through 30. I'm gonna organize that.
Okay, that would be doable.
Yeah, and then you would be
if
like,
you really break it down, yeah.
Oh, I'm like missing Charmander. Okay, cool, but at least I have like Charizard and stuff, so that that worked. All right, I think that'll be it for the normal show. If you stick around if you're on the premium feed, just stick around after the credits. It'll roll into premium. If you're not on the premium, you can head over to patreon.com/PKMNcast. We'll make this episode free this week. Your Cyber Monday special.
You're welcome.
You just you just have to sign up for a Patreon. You don't have to actually give any money. You just have to make a Patreon account to access it. If you want to do the free trial and get all the bonus stuff, you're more than welcome to. We'll talk about the Pokemon trafficking situation that's happening. There's not allegedly, don't sue us.
Okay.
But I think it kind of gives away the if you're ever curious about the G symbol in Pokemon Home, it's related to that. So that'll be our show. It was a fun one. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Austin. Bobby should be back next week. I know we are approaching episode 700 very soon, so we'll figure out something special for that. But thank you for listening. If you celebrated the holidays, I hope you had a great holiday weekend. There will be DLC as of this podcast in 10 days from when this podcast goes up. So maybe more shiny Pokemon. I don't have. How do we say it? Garganackle. I don't have a shiny Garganackle.
Yeah. So that gives you about 5 days to play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond before the
I'm not
DLC comes
playing
out.
that. I'm not playing
Come on.
I'm playing. It's a whole new story, apparently.
I'm gonna play it. Yeah.
that. All right. Chris, where can they find your podcast?
GoCast Podcast. Find it anywhere. Really good SEO on the internet. Just Google it. I didn't do anything to deserve that. The internet gods gave it to me. So, yep. GoCast Podcast. All one word. Put spaces in there. Do whatever you want. You'll find us. Pokemon Go. Weekly podcast. Yep. Oh, and on socials or whatever. You know how it works. Yeah.
You know how it works.
Same names, whatever.
All right. Again, if you're on the premium feed, stick around. Otherwise, thank you for listening. We will see you all next week. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
Super effective.
Oh, so, whoops. It's
I was like, Bobby's not here. I'll give him
I don't
do him
know
a
what
solid.
spot do I fill. I don't know. Bobby, we need you.
they were charging $150 for, and the Apex Ho-Oh research they were charging, I think, $250 for.
Dude, like, as somebody who cares about Pokemon Go a lot, who cares that much? And why?